right, in this video, we are going to talk about 10 weird and oddly specific things that make men super hot. Most guys have no clue how sexy these strange little things are to women, and you might even wonder how some of these things are even remotely attractive. But our heart wants what our heart wants, right? And these odd little things just get us going. They're attraction triggers. So without any further ado, let's dive in. My name is Marni, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, I'm going to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss out on a video that I put out. So I'm actually going to throw in a bonus weird thing right now because it's super important. And that bonus weird thing women find hot is a man that is turned on by her. I've talked about this before actually, but desire and to be craved by a man you are attracted to is just super hot. Maybe not so weird, but hot. And what better way for a woman to see that a man is desiring her than with a big old erection, which is why I'm going to tell you about today's video sponsor, Joymode. Joymode makes natural science-backed sexual wellness products for men and will make sure you are good and ready for when sex comes your way. Joymode was created because the products on the market, like prescription drugs, which are gross, over-the-counter gas station pills, also gross, they're terrible and they can hurt you in the long run. And I would much rather you take a supplement that is designed to spice things up naturally versus a prescription drug that can have horrible, harmful effects down the road. So whether you're happy or you're unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Joymode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout for sex. So you take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of the best erections, okay? So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without any nasty prescription drugs, then give Joymode a try. I have gotten tons of feedback, like guys love this product. Go to usejoymode.com/Marni or enter Marni at checkout for 20% off your first order. That is usejoymode.com/Marni for 20% off your first order. So thank you, Joymode, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, here are 10 weird and very specific things that make men extra hot. Number 1, saying my name. So this is a weird one that I thought was just me, like a me thing, but I've now asked about 800 women and 97% of them agree with me. When a guy remembers your name and then says it, even if it's not needed to be said, it's just attractive. Couples saying my name with good eye contact and a smirk, it's just like instant gaga juice for women. So for example, if I meet a guy out and about, whether it's at a coffee shop or a networking event or school, a club, wherever, and we chat for a bit and then we get separated, if that guy sees me again and remembers my name and says my name, not just remembering it, it's super attractive. See you later, Marni, or hey, Marni, what are you up to? Hey, Marni, how's it go? Like, just using my name, it's just amazing. A guy doing this is a leader. He just is, and I don't know the psychological reasoning behind it, but it just symbolizes it. It means he's confident enough to pay attention, meaning that he's not lost in his head when we talk and can remember things. Again, attractive, okay? So here's number 2. I'm gonna go the opposite now to a little bit more superficial on this one, but for some reason, watches are just sexy and they up a man's sexiness by 2 points. Watches might seem like a small accessory that goes undetected, and there are guys out there who won't even wear one. I don't even wear one, to be honest. But if you're one of those guys who don't wear them, you are losing out because a good watch is something almost all women will notice, and it instantly elevates your look. I don't know why, but it does. The watch doesn't have to be ultra expensive like a Rolex or an Omega. I don't even know brands, but it doesn't even have to be from any big brand name. It just needs to have a simple and clean look. It makes your hand look more masculine. Any decent watch in the market will give you that look, and trust me, the women you meet will notice. I don't even know what it is about a watch, but it just makes you, I think it makes you look more mature or reliable and confident, and it's hot. Okay, number 3, Attached to the watch is the nice hands. So speaking to things which are irrationally hot, nice, well-maintained hands. I bet 99.9% of men watching would have never guessed this is something women find sexy, but many of us love the sight of a man's well-kept, clean hands, and we like imagining those all over us. So keep your nails nice and clean, not with dirt underneath them, and trimmed, and keep your hands clean when you interact with women. This might not be a thing for every woman out there, but I do know from my surveying, there are lots of women who will find this super hot. Number 4, your smell and natural body odor, okay? So this is kind of weird, but when I am into a guy, I like how he smells when he comes back from the gym or from some physical activity. Like that natural body odor of yours, you don't have to do anything. There's just something so raw and masculine about it. Again, this is when I am into a guy. On the other hand, myself and women also pay attention to how you smell on a daily basis. Like if you're constantly smelling like sweat from the gym, but this, I'm not talking about your natural odor, but I'm talking about your scent. We do pay attention to that. And we love a guy who smells really good. And that's why I tell all of my clients to invest in a scent, a cologne, a perfume, an oils. It depends on who they are, but men don't value scent as much as we do. So many guys just put on some cheap deodorant and they go out. And sometimes that scent is enough, right? But trust me on this, like a good cologne or an oil or a something will go a long way. Women notice how you smell much more than you think we do. And a man who smells good is always sexy. Here's the thing about smell though, don't overdo it. It's just like little dabs. That's all you need. But like, smells a good one. It's a weird one, but it's a good one. Number 5, being a good driver. Good drivers are hot. Being with a man who knows how to drive well makes us feel safe and taken care of. It makes us see you as a leader that we can trust, and that is something that really gets our motor running. So if you're looking to win extra points with a woman that you are dating, take her on a drive and drive well. That doesn't mean being at like 10 and 2 and driving really well and in the lines. It means actually driving strong. So I used to have this friend of mine who I wasn't really attracted to him until we got into the car. We would go into the car and he would reverse like, and then he would we'd go up to his the cottage country around my area, and not that he would drive through trees, but he would drive so fast on those roads and in such control. It was sexy. The backing up was the sexiest part for some reason, but it was super sexy. So if you got some good driving skills, show them off to women, okay? Number 6, the lower back touch. So if you're on a date with a woman, or you're out with your girlfriend or your wife, right? Somebody that you've been seeing for a long time or married to, and you're leading her through a crowded area or entering a restaurant or wherever, right? And you gently place your hand on her lower back as you lead. Like even right now, I get chills when I talk about this. It's going to send shivers down her spine. It's a gesture that shows you're a leader, that you care about her, that you're protective of her. And then there's also, I talked about this, but an element of leadership to it. Those two factors combined make this insanely hot. I mean, this is almost a universal thing for women. Again, I've surveyed. They've told me this. Whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, or just a date, this is always going to be well received. Number 7, cleaning, cooking, and doing the dishes. When you do home stuff like cleaning and cooking and doing the dishes, it is attractive for so many reasons. It shows, oh God, that you're capable. It shows that you're reliable, and that if we are in a long-term relationship, you're also going to be able to help out, and you will help out. And there's just something really attractive about a guy who knows how to do these things. It's almost like a switch that flips in our heads, and we start seeing you as a long-term partner. There's potential there. And if you're already in a relationship, this is still super sexy. My husband cooks for me every night, turned on every night. And your wife or your girlfriend will absolutely love it. Trust me. Not only because you're helping around the house, but it gives her the feeling that you really care about her. Plus, like going back to the hands, it's nice to see those hands doing stuff. In fact, even if you're only slightly good at cooking, one of the best things you can do for a woman is cook her a meal. you will be surprised at how well that goes for you. She'll be turned on and attracted by it. It's just incredibly sexy and sweet at the same time. Number 8, sharing your dreams, your goals, and your passions. Listen, this will never not be sexy. Women go crazy over a guy who has high ambition, who has dreams. Ambition is by far one of the hottest traits that you can have. So when you tell her about your dreams and your aspirations, the things that you want to build, create, or achieve in your life, the steps you're already taking to move the needle. By the way, you can talk about it forever. If you don't do anything, then it becomes very unattractive. But if you're actually moving it along, that's sexy. And I've said this a million times on this channel, having goals and working towards them will immediately make you hotter and more confident. There's almost this magnetic force that ambitious men exude, and women are drawn to it like a moth in flames. Okay, number 9, unashamed vulnerability. So this could mean admitting that you're a bit nervous about talking to her in a confident way, telling her an embarrassing story in a confident way, sharing your fears in a confident way, or just being open about how you feel in that moment in a confident way. But doing all this, again, without any sense of shame, right? You're owning it. On paper, these don't look like the most attractive things to do, but when you can do it without feeling shame, without hesitation, with confidence, it comes across as really strong and confident and something that actually turns us on. And a lot of guys assume that women want a stoic man who shows no emotions and no vulnerability, but that is not true. I would say 98% of the time, that is not true. What we don't like is a man who is being vulnerable when he's clearly not comfortable with it. Emotional, overly emotional. That's when it gives us the ick and it turns us off. But when he's totally comfortable, he's proud and he's vulnerable and doesn't feel ashamed about it, that just tells us how secure and confident he is in himself. And that is, and will always be, super sexy. Number 10, gray hair. There are a lot of men who start to get really self-conscious when they get some gray hair, or when you get some gray hair, whether it's just a little bit on the edges or if it's all gray. But the truth is, there are a lot of women who legitimately are attracted to a man with gray hair. I happen to be one of them, especially if he's well-dressed and well-groomed, because then you start to represent this fantasy women have of being with a mature, older guy who just like has his stuff together. A man with experience and knowledge, more knowledge than her, that silver fox type of guy, if you will. And that is hot to a huge majority of women. All right, so with that being said, we have reached the end of our list today. It's a good list, right? Of weird things. If you'd like to know more about what women find attractive in a man, the exact traits and behaviors that we cannot resist, you should click the link in the description below and check out my program, How to Become a Man Women Want. This program reveals my proven system that turns average everyday guys into men that women chase after in just 30 days. So no matter your looks, your age, your height, your income, this program, this system imprints into your brain the most essential traits and habits that all women find irresistible, so you can start getting more phone numbers, getting more dates, and more bedroom fun than ever before. So if that sounds appealing, then click the link, I think the second link in the description below, and check out How to Become a Man Women Want. Thousands of men have been able to meet, date, sleep with beautiful women because of this system. And many have gone into long-term relationships and marriages with the women of their dreams. They've also had a lot of fun. Tons of experiences. There's no reason why it can't do the same thing for you. Click the link, check it out. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. And as always, I will see you next week.